Hey, Kimberly, how are you doing?
Hi, Lyric. I'm doing well. I hope you are. Look at you. You look so sunshiny and fresh.
Yeah, I did things today. You know what's hilarious is that in real life, every day, I never wear makeup. Like if I'm lecturing in front of a big crowd in a room I know it's going to be dark, and sometimes, but not always, I wear makeup.
Yeah.
I put on makeup this morning because what else do I have to do?
Well, look, we are makeup twins because I never wear makeup. Mwah. And so I put on lipstick. Oh, look, I even did my nails.
Oh, you look
Picked
beautiful.
my hands, got to be in the picture or whatever. And I put on a little lip gloss. Hi, baby.
You look fine. You look
Thank you.
fine. And I love your sparkly red. That is
Oh, yeah. I had to get blinked out with my red t-shirt, too. So I'm ready.
very, very nice. Tell me about where you are and what things look like where you are.
Well, I am in Durham, North Carolina, and I've been sheltering in for a lot of this. I work for a radio station, and I'm really, really excited that I get to work from home and do my newscasts from home, do interviews and Zoom chats from home. When I get to go out, it's just a little scary because I see a lot of people not wearing masks and pretty much like unconcerned about what's going on in the community and in our state and in our world. So I've been inside. I'm not lonely. I'm here with my husband, Anderson, and he is fiddling constantly. So he's always busy. And I just try to stay busy. I think if I didn't have my artwork, I don't know what I would be doing. I would probably be somewhere reading or something else. But I'm glad I have a creative outlook that helps me get through everything that we're going through.
Right. And I'm grateful that you have a job that you can do from home. That's good.
It's just such a blessing. And you know how sometimes you grouse, oh, I don't want to go to work today. Work. But now I'm just so grateful that I do have a place where I can go. I do have a place that's supplying income for me. I can make my mortgage, and I'm very prayerful and supportive of people who don't have the same kind of cushion that I have, that they would find peace and they would, get what they need.
Right. This whole thing has exposed a lot of the paper thin stability that a lot of our society has. Yeah. We just found out yesterday that my daughter is probably going to be able to go back to her work where she got laid off. So
yes, good.
I don't know how it's going to work. She's with a catering company, and she says, yeah, we're not doing any events because there aren't any events, but I'm just so glad that she has a possible income coming soon.
Yes, it makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah. And we're in adjacent counties, and both of them have not been spared. Durham's been hit pretty hard. The hospitals have been able to keep up, though. That's a blessing. It is a blessing, but yeah, if people don't, wear those masks and pay attention, this is going to go on for a long time.
Yes, it is. So
stay safe.
Stay safe. Exactly.
Yeah. So how have you been coping?
I've been coping really, really well. I have always wanted to retire.
This is practice.
It feels like practice for retirement for me. I've been really calm, not so anxious, and just like I said, I've been in the house most of the time. So I think yesterday I went out for the first time since like Saturday before. So I went to Target yesterday, and Lyric, I was in there for so long because I hadn't been out in so long that when I came out, I didn't know where my car was.
It only takes 5 minutes for that to happen to me.
I know. I was like, oh my God, this is so fun. And then I had to realize, go home. What are you doing? Go home. Yeah. So that was kind of exciting, but I'm doing really very, very well. I get to Zoom chat with my quilt group. We're going to have actually tomorrow, the African American Quilt Circle, we're going to have our first Zoom meeting. So that should be like chaotic fun. That's going to be nice to connect with everybody to see how everybody's doing.
That is such a fabulous group. Yeah. I love the work that comes out of there. Every
Yeah.
time, every once in a while, I wish I could just be a fly on the wall there, because the members that I know, the ones that I know are in there, I love you. I just, they're so dynamic and beautiful, and their quilts are amazing.
Well, you can come anytime as
Oh,
my guest. Come anytime. We meet every first Saturday when we're not in chaos at the Hayti Heritage Center in Durham. So anytime you'd love to, just let me know, and then you can come and be my guest. I'd love to see you.
oh, that
Yeah.
would be lovely.
Yeah.
And it's funny because how long have we been trying to get together for a lunch date?
Oh my goodness, at least 6 months.
I know, right? And both of us have these schedules that are insane, and I have kids, so
Yeah,
something always happens.
I
So
know.
it took a pandemic for us to be able to see each other face
Yeah,
to
for
face
us to be
again,
able to see each
virtually.
other. Yes, yes. So,
Yeah.
so I'm just, just kind of piddling around and
Mhm.
wishing for better days, but then still having the good sense to know that this is reality, and I need to cope with what my reality is and just stay strong in that. That's what I've been doing, and then
Right.
trying to encourage people to do the same, so we can come out on the other side the same. And then I've been encouraging myself. I want to be different. I want to be a different person, a different being when I come out on the other side. So I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I'm on the internet taking like little short courses.
Yeah. What's
Working
been your favorite one so far?
um, my favorite one so far has been like working on your blog, how to do your
Mm.
blog. And then I've been really fortunate. The Durham Arts Council last year gave me a grant to develop, do whatever I wanted in my forwarding my career. So one of my big goals was to have a website made. So I have a website, and I'm so excited, KimberleyPierceCartwright.com.
We'll put it in
And
the link.
yeah, put it in the link. And then I'm trying to, on my own, learn how to put the blog up for my website. So that's been the most exciting, working through to try to see if things, work out like the young woman who was doing my website. She was doing little mini courses with me, but
Mhm.
it was like a complete like overload. So I'm taking my time. I'm going through everything step by step. And my hope is on the other side, I'll have a blog to go on my website. So that's been my favorite thing so far.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to
Are you
figure out.
working on any? Are you working on any quilts right now?
I am. Okay, I've been doing masks, and I've had
Right. I've
lots
seen
of,
your lovely masks.
oh, thank you. And I've had lots of scraps left over, so I'm going to cover my face.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so I've been working on things like that, what I can do to not waste. Um, and then, I made this just because I was going to see you today.
Oh, how beautiful.
I love fabric postcards.
I know you do.
Yes, and then I did another cool like little fabric postcard quilt
Mhm.
with all of the little scraps.
What's your base layer?
My base is just a piece of ugly fabric.
Oh, so you
Just
don't have Peltex or some
well,
major stiffener?
yeah, I use Peltex as
Oh,
a
okay.
stiffener. So this is just a quilt top, ugly fabric on the back
Mhm.
to make it kind of stable.
Yeah.
Or I'll use like newspaper or a paper towel or whatever, and then I put the Peltex and then stick all of it together with the back. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice. Yeah, I
yeah.
tried ordering a bolt of Peltex yesterday, and
And
even
then
online, Joanne's was out.
ooh, because we
I
need that in our life. I don't know what invented it, but it's the
Actually, it was my
time.
daughter was like, "What is that? What is that stuff you use? That makes it stiff?" She's got a project in her head, so
Yeah, I've got a
of
little.
course I ordered a bolt.
I know you need a bolt. And then I entered a mask making contest.
Oh, I think I just saw that, and I put it on my social media yesterday.
Yeah, so here's my entry for that. I hope I win.
Oh, that's awesome. Hold it still with the
Okay,
beaded part at the
so
front,
we
because
can
I
be the
want to see your mask with the cowrie shells.
yeah,
Those are awesome.
fabulous. So
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but a master beater came through like 2 years ago, and he was looking for people who could come and help him bead for his Mardi Gras costume. And he was like one of the Indians from Mardi Gras. And he had us beading his mask and all different kinds of embellishments that would go on his costume. So he taught us how to do this fabulous beading technique.
That's
And then from that, I said, well, you know what, I can make my own patterns and I can do my own beadings. So that's where like the mask came from, like one of my patterns that I did after learning that skill from him. So that was really, really, really exciting. One of the best classes that I've ever taken for free because, you know, I was helping someone. So
great.
that's really exciting. Yeah.
That's so cool. And I just, the thought just like there's a squirrel over here. I'm thinking,
So,
I've seen those costumes and just thinking about the weight of all those
yes. Yes. And
like
to
you have
see,
to work out all year just to survive one day in that costume.
yes.
It's so heavy.
And it was phenomenal. He sent pictures back and I was like, okay, I can't really tell which one I worked on, but hey, my work is in there. So yes, I can only imagine. And then that, you know, that one festive day where everybody comes out and shines like a peacock. And then, you know, it's competition like for that too, to see who
Yeah.
has the best costume. And then people compete and they try to steal each other's beaters. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
they,
why he had to come to
yes,
Durham.
he had to come to Durham. And he was like, I'm not going to ever tell them that I got you guys to help me because then they'll come down here and then they'll want to have the same thing. So yes. But it was really phenomenal to be able to work with him. And I want to tell you too, I'm really missing the scrap exchange, you know, the scrap
Oh
exchange
yeah, that's the best
in
place.
Durham. Yes, because I collect shoes.
Oh man, look at
Ooh, look at that.
that. That is great. What adhesive are you using to put on the shoes?
Oh, no, they came like this,
They
honey.
came like that.
Yeah, no, honey, I didn't have to do any work for this fabulousness.
Oh man.
It came just like this. So I miss the scrap exchange, and I use a lot of reused stuff in my artwork.
Right.
So the scrap exchange has fabric, thread, just everything I could need in my quilt life. And then I just miss going there, seeing my friends, being able to, you know, add to my hoard of fabric. I have so much fabric, I promise you.
Dragon's
If,
Hoard.
yes, if I make
can't-
masks till next year, I still have fabric left.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. I
Yeah.
actually used up all my batiks.
Boo. But yeah,
Well, I don't have a gargantuan stash. I think I
yeah,
have a lot, but
yeah.
yeah, I used them all up for masks, and which means I ordered some more.
Yay. There's
So,
always more. And I want you to see my girl in the back. See that?
oh, she's adorable, and well, elegant and beautiful, and just scooch over again so I
You
can
cover. Ooh, there she is. So I'm painting.
get a feeling of peace.
So I'm painting. I'm doing painted quilts.
Mm-hmm.
So she's actually probably my height. I'm like 5'3". So
Mm-hmm.
she's probably 5'3", and you know I love angels. So um,
And I love when you're sitting in your spot, because when you were over just a little bit more, you had wings and halos. And
yes, girl. That's me. Angel, wait, if I do a little bit more, I'll actually have the halo. But I'm doing I'm doing painted quilts and, you know, doing some experimental techniques just to see
Fun.
you know, what else is out there.
What kind of paint are you using and what cloth?
I'm using acrylic paint. And the cloth is just like ugly fabric.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have canvas at the time when I started doing these. So I just, you know, painted over some fabric with some gesso.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was stiff, but not as stiff as canvas, but, you know, still stiff enough to
Right.
work on. And like sewed a couple of pieces together to get the height and width that I needed and just went to work. So
Are you planning to stitch them?
I did. I don't have a long arm to do like stippling. I don't like stippling. I like slowing in the ditch more.
Yeah.
But the way this one is done, she only has like lines on the side, and I did sew in the ditch all the way down just so that it would be super. But as far as like doing designs and stuff on top, no, it'll be just like this. Yeah.
Yeah, because with regular acrylics, they're such a thick plastic
Yeah.
that it leaves needle holes in it
Yeah.
if
You
you're not
can't
using
mistake.
textile paints.
Yeah. So it was just an experiment and testing my patience, because I don't my sewing machine, I have a really old fob and it doesn't have like a deep throat in the middle. So to actually get all of that acrylic
Especially when
paint
it's stiff.
around, It was a nightmare, but it turned it out to be heavenly. Pun intended. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. And I'm totally with you. I sew on old mechanical machines too as my primary machines. And I don't put big things through them. I refuse. I finally got, in fact, the first handy quilter that came out, because I had been wishing for something that I could do, but it's just a sit down mid-arm handy quilter that's just got like a 4 foot, 3 foot, maybe a 3 foot square table.
Mm-hmm.
But I said I would never put another big thing through the smaller machine again. It just hurts. It hurts. My body's older than it should be. It feels older than I do.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't want to tax our bodies any more than we have to for this art. I mean, before we end this conversation, I just wanted to really thank you for being for being a mentor to me, even though we don't speak as much as I would like, you would like probably, but I always have you in the back of my mind and heart, because the first time I ever met you, I was doing like a fabric postcard, and I'd come to a Pack of South meeting, and you were doing critiques of people's quilts. And these people had like these like extravagant, like big pieces. And I had a fabric postcard, and it had like stitches all around in a circle. And you took my card and you said, "This is excellent work. This is really good." And you started talking about all the positive things about my little quilt. And I just was like warm to my heart. I said, oh my God, I can really do this. This is something that, I can be responsible for in my art life. So I'm excited about that. And then when A Better World came around, you called me and asked me if I would do a quilt. And I did. My quilt ended up in Quilting Arts magazine. And then it ended up in the quilt show to travel around the country. Mm-hmm. So you have just been such an inspiration to me, and it just, every time I think about you, I feel like I can push a little bit further in my art life, and I'm excited about that.
It's my turn to have a halo.
Yeah, you are mine.
And when I hear that, it makes teaching can be kind of, all the stuff before you get to the students is really hard work. But once I get with my students, I mean, what you just said, where you feel like you can do things, it's my whole goal in life. I want to give people permission and confidence and courage, because everybody does have something in there if they're not afraid to try it. And I love that you're trying things that you haven't tried before, and it's looking good.
Thank you. Look at me. Look at you. I'm so glad you asked me to have a chat too, because I was missing you.
Yeah, miss you too. Is there anything you want to say to all our people before we go this morning?
All of our good quilt people, or people, just people?
But, all of our quilt people that will be watching this.
All of our quilt people. Trust yourself if you don't already. Think about your beautiful gifts. Push a little bit harder. Stay focused, and just be, because your talent is something that's God-given, and when you do it, you brighten up the world.
Thank you.
Yes.
Beautiful. Yes. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for asking me. I feel so much better seeing you and knowing that you're well in the world, my love.
Yeah, everything's good, and it does my heart good to see you as well. I love you, Kimberley. Thank you.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.